to the point of NIL. Like these teams are, it's not just 10 schools that are just complete powerhouses anymore.
Right.
It's down the board a little bit. Like we talked with Big Ten will catch up, but like we talked with the SEC, how it's just the entire
Yep.
thing, and then some of these other bigger schools from other conferences are getting these bigger names. So like the Indianas in the world, and I know Oregon has always been kind of competitive, but like Oregon's and
yeah, I feel like as time goes on, it's going to start to go the other way because there's a lot more money in the North and the Northeast, like we talked about last week. But I think before it gets out of control, something in the NIL realm is going to change. The way the rules are, the way the transfer portal is, something's going to change eventually.
Yeah, because right now you can leave after 1 year, right? You can just you can just transfer every year.
Middle of the season, you can hop in the portal. It happens all the time.
They're like, oh, they offered me $8 million more. I'll go there.
I'm surprised Cam Coleman, Auburn's maybe one of the best receivers in SEC, isn't wearing a Bama jersey this Saturday. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's true. That's crazy to me.
Hopes. You can always hope. So
yeah, Penn State first half might be a good look. I don't know. They come out hot against an Indiana team, come out flat. So
yeah, if you're Indiana, you look at this as a rollover, another rollover game, and you just fall asleep at the wheel for a half. And
we got a hell of an 11 a.m. slate here.
Maybe
it's all early games this week. And then Georgia, Mississippi State.
Could be Georgia, Mississippi State. Very interesting 7.5 point line here.
Public loves the Bulldogs at home. The cowbells rocking.
Which Bulldogs?
Good point. But yeah, apparently the public is hammering the plus 8.5. So
gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I could see it.
I guess it's down to 7.5.
They've been in some games. I mean, it's 11 o'clock start time. I don't think that really affects Georgia too much, but I don't see Mississippi State doing it. I just don't.
Yeah, different competition here.
Although does Georgia have Texas on deck?
You love these.
Sure does. They sure do. Maybe. That's probably why.
That's probably part of the.
That's probably why the line is where it's at and why it's getting hammered the way it is.
Yeah, and this Mississippi State team has shown that they're no rollover.
Yep, I would agree.
I mean, so at home, it's seen to have been a more difficult place to play than in years past. The thing that gets me is it's 11 a.m. start. Maybe if it was 2:30 or night game, like get the crowd rocking a little bit, let them get some booze in them and booze them up. But 11 a.m.'s pretty early, so.
I wonder if Blake Shapen got hurt. Because I'm looking at the box score, and another QB came in for five plays in a tight game. That could be something to look at. So yeah.
So yeah, it'll be an interesting one at 7 or at 11.
Yeah, I'd be leaning Georgia, but yep, it will be no rollover game, that's for sure.
And then
here we are. Day. Top 10, BYU at Texas Tech. Texas Tech laying 10.
Yeah, this line was insane.
By the BYU the hell's her name? Brigham Young University.
Mormons.
The Mormons? The Cougars. The Cougs. The process of elimination, now ranked 8th, Cougars.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'll
be honest, I hadn't looked at any of these lines before this week, and seeing this line looked at any of these lines before today, and seeing this line kind of blew me away. Because if you get a top 10 matchup in the SEC, there's no way that line is 10.
Oh yeah.
So I don't care who the teams are. A top 10 SEC matchup is never 10. Never.
I think this is a playoff game, right?
It has to be. Yeah.
You win. Well,
does Tech have one loss?
Tech has a loss.
Yep.
They lost to Arizona State. They lost in conference.
Yeah, I think it has to be.
BYU loses this game. There's no way they're making the college football playoff. But same with Texas Tech. They dropped this game. They're not in their title game. They're not making it in.
Yeah. It's definitely got playoff implications on the line. So you would think both teams would get up for this.
Yeah, I would probably hammer Tech here. It's the same reason I've had all year long.
I know you hate BYU. You hate the Mormons.
What have you done for me?
That's fair.
I will say though,
but neither one has played anybody. So
I thought Iowa State would get them last week, but they held their own. Now, they ran away with a game late, so it looks a lot worse on paper than what it really was. But because Iowa State was up 24-17 at half.
I'm interested to watch this one.
They blanked Iowa State in the second half, damn near.
Yeah. This one will be definitely a good watch. This one, and why does this and the Georgia Mississippi State game have to be at the same time? Because as bad as Mississippi State is, like,
because
that's gonna be a good game.
One of these games is gonna get out of hand, and it's gonna be like, all right, not watching this shit anymore.
That's fair. Probably the SEC one.
And then Ohio State's got a tough one. They got a road game this week. They go to Purdue Boilermakers as a 30-point favorite. Here's your argument.
Let's hear it.
Oh no, it's just yours, but I mean this is the equivalent of Texas A&M going to Florida this weekend.
It's unbelievable. It's truly unbelievable. Like there's no argument. You literally can't argue it.
I don't think Texas A&M is a 29.5-point favorite at Florida.
Never. No. So. There's no 25-point spread in SEC, no matter who you play.
Yep.
No matter where the game is and no matter who you play, literally the Tide could play Kentucky and that spread's 17, maybe.
Yep.
And that might be high.
This Alabama team is not getting more than 14, I don't think, in any game.
Yeah. So
back in the Saban days, they would get a little north of 3 touchdowns.
And that would be against like Vandy, who, in Saban's words, not scared to go to Vandy and play. So, yeah. I mean, this line just right here proves the point that we've been firing off all season long. Just like what? There's no like argument. Yeah, yes, the top teams in the Big Ten are good. Duh. But the lower tier teams in the SEC are so significantly better than the bottom two of any other conference that it's just proven facts that it's just a better conference.
Agreed.
So sorry.
100% couldn't agree more.
And you can't argue because there could be 6 SEC teams in the playoffs.
Very well could be.
Which is just asinine to say. So I don't know. In this game, prove it all. And Ohio State will probably win by 35.
It'll never happen, but it's one of those things that I just want to see do a 12-team playoff of just like SEC versus Ohio State. My God, Big Ten. Just straight go across the board, and it'll never mean anything. But go one plays 1, 2 plays 2, 3 plays 3. See what happens. Yeah, that would be actually pretty interesting. But you get all your opt-outs and all that crap, so it's like irrelevant.
Yeah.
And then nothing really else too great until we get to
it's a pretty slow week.
An SEC matchup here. Texas A&M traveling to Como.
And our hometown Missouri Tigers.
7-point favorite are the Aggies on the road here in Columbia. And what are your thoughts first? Before I get my spiel.
Third string quarterback. What's his name? Zollers. Sorry, Tigers fans. I apologize. Whatever his name is. Honestly, in the half of football he's played over Bo, has looked significantly better. Bo has looked horrible, to say the very least. I was kind of iffy about this Aggies team. I don't know if they've really had looked good before prior weeks, but then you go, where was it, to Georgia?
No.
When did they have game day? Didn't they have game day somewhere? No, I guess they haven't.
Maybe was that Notre Dame?
Maybe it was Notre Dame. Yeah, I guess I'm still on that kind of bandwagon. They haven't really, I don't know. I just don't know.
Maybe it was the Auburn game.
Because they play, and and now I'm kind of contradicting myself, but I say these SEC schools, they're no pushover, but they go to Arkansas, almost lose. But tough SEC road game. They go to LSU, they blow them out, so they look good in that game. Florida was at home. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this Aggies team, honestly. Like I truly think Mizzou could probably cover this game. I don't know about win it, but like I truly think they could cover
Well,
somehow, some way.
A&M really has not played that great of a schedule until blowing at LSU last week
Yeah.
in Death Valley. Of course, we caught a lot of heat from the Aggies faithful about that, but
Yeah, they didn't love that.
uh who they lose? They lost
Player or coach?
well
Well, LSU lost.
well Brian Kelly coached that game. So no, Whit Weeks didn't play. I don't know how
Oh,
much
that was his last coach. Yeah.
I don't think he played at all in that game. I think he was hurt for it.
They had a bye, yeah.
And then did Nussmeier play that game too, right?
Yeah.
But look at how we feel about LSU now. Like Brian Kelly's on the way out. Nussmeier, I guess he got
No, he didn't get hurt. He just got
yanked.
pulled, yeah.
Got yanked.
He just got pulled. That was 2 weeks ago too, so
I mean,
I don't remember this game very
yeah,
vividly.
A&M got after him, but I mean, this game was over before it started. But like now, look at LSU. Like, what do you think of them?
Yeah.
They're,
I mean, Reed went for 202, 2 passing touchdowns, 2 picks in that game.
here,
I don't know how did they put up 49 points?
I don't know what they did.
I guess Reed put up 108 on the ground.
I was gonna say because
He's not doing that against Mizzou.
they have weapons.
Well,
all over.
actually, so I guess I take that back. That last statement I just made.
That
Because
probably
Mizzou,
helps.
Mizzou has been a defense to where you have to have like a dual threat quarterback in order to like significantly look pretty good against them.
Here's where I think A&M could be in a little bit of trouble. I don't think they lose, and I don't think it's going to happen. But there's a very real scenario where it does. You got a quarterback that there's, in theory, no film on, right, at the college level. Maybe a half.
Yeah, 1/2 against Auburn.
And you've
Or
got
no, against
and
Vandy.
you've got Ahmad Hardy, who's maybe still the best back in the SEC. I don't know. It's kind of not looking that way because as much as crap as I talked on the Missouri faithful after their solid 4 wins to open the year against the Citadel or whoever they played was I was not bought into Ahmad Hardy yet. But if you're playing in Missouri and it's loud and you can get that ground game going and Ahmad Hardy's going forward for 3-4 yards a carry and you're in 3rd and 2s and 2nd and 6s and very manageable downs, it may not matter a whole lot what Zollers is compared to Pribula. And maybe it's even better. Maybe you've got lightning in a bottle here a little bit versus what Pribula was giving you. And Missouri might have one of the best D lines in the SEC, and I don't know if
they get after quarterbacks.
And I think that helps. I think that's good for A&M to have Marcel Reed that can scramble a little bit because look at like the Jalen Milroe game last year where Mizzou was kind of in the same ball game. It made no difference whatsoever. But Missouri can get after him a little bit. I worry about Missouri over the top with Concepcion and Craver just dicing up that secondary.
That's true.
But I thought that would happen in the Bama game, and it didn't.
Well, the thing is,
the D-line affected
that's
that
the problem. Yeah.
passing game enough that those two, or that the Bernards, Williams, they were in theory irrelevant.
Yeah, you take his time to throw down, meaning Reed has less time to throw, and he can't get those over the top plays. Which, if he does get the time to throw, like if they can't get after him, yeah, Missouri's cooked.
Yeah,
because Missouri's secondary is not very good. So, and these Aggies receivers are legit. It's just Reed's going to have to find the time to throw the ball. So,
yeah, I still think A&M pulls it out, but it's just a scenario that it wouldn't shock me if that happens. If all of a sudden A&M struggling a little bit on offense, they can't get the rhythm going, and Ahmad Hardy's having an Ahmad Hardy day, then all of a sudden A&M's back against the wall and it's like, oh crap, we're going to drop this.
Yeah, I think I like Mizzou to cover it. I don't know. 7's a lot for a road SEC win.
And all these uncertainties, right? You play against no coach, or you play against a new quarterback. It's just like the newness of it is just too much for the other team to overcome. So
yeah, so I think I like Aggies, but not by the number. Mizzou season's over, but I mean in college, the season being over means a lot less than like example in NFL. Like NFL guys are playing for, or I'm sorry, like in college they're playing for to get to the NFL still. So these guys are still trying and shit. Like whether in the NFL, it's like screw it. Like your team's not going anywhere. You're still getting basically a paycheck.
Right,
like
right.
you're the front office is like screw it. Like, we're
And
trying to get a
you've
draft pick.
I'm
So,
about to say, yeah, you're tanking without tanking for draft picks, right?
yeah.
It's not playing for playing time or NIL deals or
Yeah.
whatever it
And
is,
so,
or
and, I
playing for
mean,
your
and
job.
so Mizzou's bowl eligible now, but they're trying to probably get into a better bowl to play someone that's reasonable. So, I don't know. I think they'll show up at home.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah,
too.
Mr. Troy Wade there, so maybe he can get the crowd going.
He should wear one of those little sailor suits. That'd be funny. I don't think they make one a size big enough for him.
Oh boy.
And the next game after it, actually, I kind of forgot about this one, but I did want to touch on this for a minute. You got a little test here for Oregon. Didn't think they were getting tested again this year, but all of a sudden they go into Iowa as only a 6-point favorite.
Tough place to play. We said it a few weeks ago. Iowa and Iowa State. Tough places to play.
Something magical about playing football in Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
Football and playing baseball in cornfields. That's the couple things they got going for them in Iowa.
They drink a lot of Busch Light. I know that.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, Public's behind you there, too. They're all over Iowa.
I don't think Oregon struggles too much, but they're also coming off a week where they were a 33-point home favorite against Wisconsin and only win 21-7. So I don't know. I don't know if it's concerning for you. I mean, Dante Moore, my God, he went 9 for 15, took 2 sacks, and then the backup quarterback came out. I don't know if maybe he got hurt.
Maybe he did. We didn't watch this game at all. So,
but I
very high possibility. He had 89 yards, and even the backup had. Maybe they just didn't throw the ball. Maybe they just didn't care.
Could have been. Maybe they were probably up 21-0, so they screw it.
Yeah.
So it's something to keep an eye on there. It's a little bit of a storyline. And then you got Auburn Vandy here, next FCC game down the board. Over under 45.5. I feel like this game was way under. But never mind. I don't even want to say that. I'm not going to put that out there because I just made the point of no Hugh Freeze. Don't know what to expect. Maybe he was a big problem. Maybe Auburn wins this game 48-10. I don't really think it's going to happen, but
yeah, I don't know. Auburn's offense just kind of sucks.
Just kind of BS in here. But Vandy's the ones playing in these games that are going under until last week when they decided not to tackle against Texas.
Yeah, literally. So I mean, honestly, if Hugh Freeze were still here, I would probably hammer this under. But and then Vandy getting 6.5, or they're favored by Auburn getting 6.5 on the road. I don't know. Vandy looked like the much better team. Line kind of seems short to me, but if the game stays under,
it does. It'll be.
You would like to think Auburn would cover it, but
I think Vandy's a pretty mentally tough team. But
Auburn, I could also see Auburn just not scoring the ball at all.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
it could be like 28-0 Vandy or something.
Yep, I think Vandy's probably the side to play here because they still have playoff hopes. So they're gonna.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, like we said earlier on, they went out and Auburn, Kentucky both at home, and then they go to Tennessee. And if they beat Tennessee on the road, they have a pretty strong case for to the committee. But the problem is they would have to have 6 teams in because Texas has the head-to-head unless Texas loses some game.
Yep, they have Georgia still.
So that's true, yeah.
They have Georgia and A&M, I think.
Mm.
So I do not see Texas in this picture.
Okay, so yeah, Vandy could be the 5th SEC school in, I guess, against Oklahoma. And granted, they don't play each other, so that's a tough. So, yeah. But it's going to have to be straight to schedule. But yeah.
And then I don't want to spend too much on this game, but speaking of bottom feeders, Florida -3 at Kentucky. Who do you take there if you had to bet your money?
I don't fucking know.
The coachless Florida Gators or the Mark Stoops led Kentucky Wildcats.
I guess just give me Florida. Just blindly taking Lagway and trust him, I guess. I don't know.
Yep, Lagway and his draft stock for next year.
Yeah.
All right,
that's a tough one. Yeah,
go to next one.
We'll go to your Tide, LSU week.
LSU at Bryant-Denny against Alabama Crimson Tide.
And you're worried about this one.
It's another spot where they're a double-digit favorite.
You were also worried last week, and you were right. So.
I've been talking no coach. There's just this weird voodoo going on. No Brian Kelly. It's always something when Alabama. There's something some storyline going on. And these LSU Bama games always just, it's almost like the Iron Bowl. There's always just something crazy it feels like happens. Like either Jalen Milroe runs for, actually, that one game was insane because I think Jaden Daniels ran for like 102 touchdowns and Milroe ran for like 220 and 4 in the same game. It's always something wild like that. But I've also been seeing all over the socials and the LSU side that this might be the first, or last week because they were off when Brian Kelly got fired, might be the first real practice LSU's had in 3 years because apparently Brian Kelly practices are not very hard. So
Really?
yeah,
It's kind of surprising.
so maybe they're after it. I mean, again, they're playing with house money. I mean, they're playing with nothing to lose, right? Bama's the team that's got everything to lose. I mean, Bama can still afford to drop this, I guess, and still make the SEC title game.
Yeah, I guess technically only they don't have a loss in SEC play, so
Correct.
and they have a hell of a resume. So,
but you don't want an LSU loss on your radar here. So.
Yeah, no, for sure not. Doesn't LSU win doesn't give anything to them, right?
No, absolutely not. Just don't lose. I mean, don't lose at home. That's all you have to league.
Public's all over LSU plus 10. It's probably the Brian Kelly.
I'm telling you, that's why. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember who they said is. I think it's the running back coach is the interim coach, but that guy's playing to maybe get the LSU head coach. I mean, they're not going to hire him. They're going to hire. That's too big of a program to do something like that. But maybe he sneaks in and gets to be coach for like Missouri. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
So a little something to play for there.
I don't know. I think Bama just blows them out.
I hope so. They need a blowout, no sweat win. I'll tell you what. Every one of these damn games has been one score game. I'll tell you what's crazy too. The way the script is flipped this season. This stretch here is what I was worried about earlier in the year, not the beginning stretch. The beginning stretch was a gauntlet. The way Vanderbilt was, the way Missouri was. Obviously, Georgia, game 1 of conference play. But really, the stretch that gets me every year, it was the Tennessee LSU Auburn stretch.
And it's probably going to be the
and now LSU has no coach. Auburn has no coach. And you get Oklahoma in a revenge game at home this year. So, and playing with a banged up Mateer, maybe.
Yeah.
So,
God, that Alabama schedule is so rough.
The first 5 or the first that whatever 4 or 5 week stretch it was. And then you get South Carolina, who was
no slouch, yeah. Who was supposed to be a lot better than they were, and they still gave you a run for your money.
Yeah.
So
in Cocktober, they call it.
Nice. Yeah, week 11 coming up on the
and then
solidifying who's going to be these top 12 teams. So
to say outside of that, not a whole lot left.
It's a pretty slow week.
I don't really have. I've been hot on the underdogs, right? A couple weeks in a row, I've hit some outrights. It was SMU last week, Memphis the week before, Vandy, Mizzou. I think. Well, that wasn't.
You like Mississippi State against Texas?
Mississippi State against Texas.
They didn't win it. They should have won it.
Should have won that game.
Covered it easy though.
So I've been hot, but there's really nothing on the board this week that I love. Honestly, if I, God, I don't even want to do that because I want to get rid of my street cred. But if I had a gun to my head and had to take best bet, but just the spread, not to win outright. Oh, where was it? It was in the early slate.
White out?
No, no way. I'm taking Penn State.
I don't know where else you're going.
I mean, it's kind of dumb, but I guess I'm going to I guess it'd be BYU with the points. I mean,
it is a lot of points for supposedly a Big 10 matchup.
It'd either be that or Mississippi State.
What about Mizzou?
No, you can't do it.
If BYU is as legit as they say they are, they should not lose this game by more than 10. So,
oh yeah, absolutely.
But here we are. We've been saying this for weeks.
But that's
mainly
why
you, but
right. But that's why that wouldn't be my dog pick because they're ranked higher than Texas Tech is. So it's like by the spread they're a dog, but just by like the narrative of the year, they're not the dog.
Yeah.
So no dogs barking this week, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's kind of an off week. Not great. We've had a couple good weeks in a row, so
maybe it's LSU plus 10.
Nah.
Probably not, though. Probably not.
I think Bama murders them.
Solidify Ty Simpson Heisman game.
Maybe.
It's one of those games he needs like a 404 touchdowns because he hasn't really done one of those yet.
LSU defense blows, so.
Yeah.
Which we thought was going to be their strong suit.
I know that earlier in the year they didn't blow, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so. They've been kind of lackluster to say the least. So I don't know.
But yeah, I think that that about wraps it up here. Week 11 in the books. Well, it'll be in the books come Saturday. Got our first CFP rankings. We'll see how that shakes out. Definitely isn't. I'll guarantee you one thing: it will not be this 12-team seed come actual playoff time.
No chance. I bet probably 3 or 4 of the teams don't even make it that are already in, and the seeds are all going to be all fucked.
Yeah,
so.
We'll have to come prepared next time with potential conference championship games because I'd like to see Duke if they're going to make it. I'd like to see if SMU's got a shot.
Yeah, I think next week might be still too soon, but because they'll have, or I guess they have 2 more. Is it?
I think 3 more. There's 4 more. There's 4 more weeks total, including this.
3 more conference games.
Every conference is different because the SEC has that
like off week, and then the last
week
week
before rivalry week they play.
But like Georgia doesn't play a rivalry game for SEC, but like Tennessee does. So you know what I mean?
I think Georgia's Georgia. Oh, because it's Georgia Tech. Well, Georgia Tech used to be in the SEC, so that's kind of why I guess. But that's why they play. That's why Tennessee and Georgia play. Georgia always plays the game before the SEC starts.
Got it.
When they played Tennessee, it was like week 2.
Well, that don't make no sense because we play Vandy. I don't know.
No, they played like Tennessee had a random week in there where they played like Middle Tennessee or something.
Yeah, that's probably why.
And like week 2 of conference play or something like that.
I think it is that. You're right. So.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Till next week.
Roll Tide.
Go Vols.
You sound disappointed there. See ya.